Y'all, real quick story time. So I met this guy some years ago, years and years and years ago. We started dating, and he was telling me all of the things that I wanted to hear. He was a military man, a family man. I'm this, I'm that, I'm a good father. Um, and I believed him. I actually believed him. So, fast forward, I got into this relationship, and the whole time he was lying to me, y'all. The entire time, this man was lying. He didn't want to keep a job. He had some addictions. He put his hands on me a few times. He was abusive. Yes, he put his hands on me a time or two. So I continued to stay in that situation, that relationship, because I felt like I deserved that. You have to be careful of what you think of yourself, because sometimes you will settle for situations that God did not ordain for your life. So I stayed in that situation even though the red flags was there. Even though God kept telling me you need to get out of this situation. You need to get out of this relationship. I still stayed there way longer than I was supposed to. Sometimes we do that when we don't want to be alone, we want to just have somebody in our lives, when we just want that relationship to work, when we just want a man in our lives, we begin settling for things that God has told us to leave years, long time ago. But I didn't listen. And even in my mess, God was still protecting me. So I went through his phone one day and found out that he was telling me that he was taking a work trip. So I was like, okay. And so I looked through his phone and realized he was with another girl. Yeah, still stayed. Why? I don't know. I still stayed, still stayed. He didn't want to keep a job. I was paying all the bills in the house. I was paying the mortgage, rent, whatever you want to call it, light bill, electricity, everything I was taking care of. And he would get a job and quit within weeks. He would give me an excuse saying, oh, they were mean to me, or they were making me go out of town too much. And he would come home and be like, oh, I quit another job because of the hours wasn't what I want. It was always something. And he would quit a job, and I would carry on paying everything. His car note, my car note. Stupid, y'all. Just dumb. So fast forward to a couple of years go by. I decided to get out of that situation. After 5 years of spending my time with someone that was selfish, self-centered, abusive, I finally decided to get out of that relationship. And now, y'all, why? Tell me why I was looking online one day. It was probably like a year or so ago. I was looking online because I'm nosy. I like to pull up the mug shots of people that got arrested, locked up. And this man was on there because he murdered his girlfriend. He murdered his girlfriend. Y'all, I hate to hear what happened, and I hope the young lady's family is okay and they're doing fine, and I'm praying for their strength. But y'all, that could have been me. That could have been me ignoring the signs that God put in front of my face, ignoring the red flags that God was presenting me with, the people that came to me to tell me to get out of that situation, my parents, my siblings telling me, listen, that ain't for you. God telling me that ain't for you. That could have been me. And even in my mess, even when I wasn't listening to God, He was listening to me. He was protecting me. So, what am I saying to you? Pay attention to what God is telling you. Pay attention to the signs that He's giving you. Stop settling. Stop being in situations and relationships longer than you're supposed to. Listen to the voice of God. Let Him direct you, because He won't lead you wrong.